Alright guys, going to make a quick video here for the Auros 17-inch laptop, how to upgrade your RAM and internal storage. So right now what I went with is, I went with these two originally. I went with the 2TB MSI Spatium drive, which is pretty good, and then I went with the 64 gigs, so 2 slots of 32 gigs each. And I actually already have this installed, and I have this installed, but I'm taking out the Spatium drive, the MSI one, and I'm going to put in a 4TB one just because there's only one M.2 slot. Prior to this, I did have an MSI Titan, so that thing had 3 M.2 slots and like a 2.5-inch drive, so I was able to put lots of storage, but not anymore. So I'm going to quickly show you how to kind of do this upgrade quick. So there's a few bolts here, screws I should say, and they're all Torx bit. And there's 4 screws on each side. So, oopsies, 4 over here and 4 on the left and 4 on the right, and then 3 down the center. The one thing I do miss about my MSI Titan is that only had 5 screws, and then the whole back panel comes out. The other thing that I do miss is my old MSI Titan with the 2 GTX 1080s. That was actually a pretty good laptop for video work, so because it used both GPUs pretty good together. But this is like the newest kind of gen that I got. So this one is the 12700 for CPU, and the 3070 Ti from Auros Gigabyte. And it's a 17-inch with the DDR5. I was going to go with the 3080 Ti and the 12900, but for me, just wasn't worth that extra like $800 as of now. So, and I'm only doing this for some light travel work and things like that. So, and then I would have also had to spend an extra, again, $400 or $500 to upgrade the internals on that as well. So the bottom one here, there's one just underneath here, and that one has the warranty sticker on it. Just so you know. Yeah, and we're gonna do this as quick as possible, just so we're not wasting anyone's time here, because time is valuable. So I usually start from the back here. There's kind of a lip over here. There's like a lip, and it just pops up. So let me see if I can grab it. Oh no, from here, sorry. From the back of these hinges here. That's kind of where it pops up. And mine will be a little bit easier to take off because I've had it off already once, and that's it, done. Just like that. So this one is for the factory 1TB NVMe drive. This one's for the secondary 1TB NVMe drive. So there it is there. So here it is here. Here's the Spatium drive here. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to put in the new 4TB one. And then put that one back in, obviously. And then the RAM also. The RAM was very tricky. They're underneath here. They're underneath these tabs. So here they are, Corsair Vengeance. There is heat sinks underneath these, and just so you know, there is a thicker one, and I think the thicker one was on the top one, and I didn't have any like 1.5 millimeters. I think it was. I think this was 2 under here, I think, or it was under here, but they were sorry, both of these were different sizes of heat sinks. So just be careful. I did have to modify it a bit and kind of pull these tabs up with a screwdriver as I inserted them in. So that was my kind of only issue there. So there it is there. Yeah, super easy to change. All you do is pull these 2 tabs apart, and then it pops out. And again, pull these 2 tabs apart, pops out. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's quickly we're going to quickly swap out this M.2 drive now. And of course, I'm using the Sapphire Toxic screwdriver kit here from Sapphire. So it came with that 69XT liquid cooled. Super handy. I use it all the time, honestly. And I decided to keep it. So we're just going to unscrew this little screw here. And I did put a heatsink underneath here because these NVMe's run really, really hot. So and I put a one right underneath it, and because it had two of those things underneath it. So yeah, but still super thin. This is a super good SSD, just so you guys know. Constant read and write of like 3000. It does say it's rated for 3500 and 3000 read and write, but I was getting constant like 2950 on both of them while transferring files for an hour. So super good. I highly recommend them. And the only reason why I'm switching to this now is because I need that storage space. So let's hurry up and get this guy in. And then it turns out this just comes with I guess some sort of its own heatsink. Oh no, I think that's just to show it off. It's super thin. I don't think it's a heatsink. I think it's just to kind of show what it is, I guess, but I don't need that. So we're going to take out this M.2 drive now. 4 terabytes. So here it is here. XPG, 4 terabyte. And yeah, so let's get this in. Oh, these ones you do have to flip upside down. I did not know that. Ah, okay. Interesting. So, yeah, so maybe they do want you to stick on that thing, but that's just only a cover. I think it's just so you can hide that. So, yeah, okay. So just like that. Down. It'll stick to the bottom heatsink, which is what I like, because you want to keep these NVMe's as cool as possible so they perform very well. And I've done tests on NVMe's with and without heatsinks. It makes a huge difference. It slows down like crazy. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's it, honestly. And then here's the original 1 terabyte NVMe drive that comes with it. I don't think it's anything special. Who makes this? AG, so I have no idea. I mean, I could take it out and see the other side, but actually I'm kind of curious now just because we're here. Again, this one also has heatsinks on the bottom. So this one here has heatsink on the bottom as well, where this one did not. So I actually added in that heatsink underneath here, but it has the heatsink for it up top here. So I highly recommend to put a heatsink underneath here, just like how this one has. And this, it doesn't really say anything for the name brand of the drive that comes with it, but there it is here. So yeah, I'm sure it's good, because I'm hitting about 3,000 write and 5,000 reads on this drive, because it's a Gen 4. So I would say it's pretty good. And it's a 1 terabyte, so I would say it's fine. But if you're needing to change from a 1 to 2 terabyte or even a 4, I don't think it's worth it unless you're doing lots of storaging. So the most you can have in here is like 16 terabytes, I guess, and 8 and 8 here, or if you want to stick 8 in here and keep the 1, whichever you want. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's done. I did just use the rest of these on these tiny capacitors here, so of like thermal pads. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to show, and we're done here. So now I can go to computer management, add this as a drive, and we are good to go. The only other thing is, yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else, so that is it. So feel free to ask anything. I hope this was helpful to anyone who's wanting to replace their drives. It's super easy, very easy, and it's a good way to make your laptop station a little bit faster, a little bit more superior in that sense. So feel free to say anything in the comments as well. Thank you.